Howdy folks, my name is Effing Controller, and today we're playing more Betrayal at Krondor. And today finds us in possession of a certain chess piece, and my comrades and I are apparently very sleepy. Well, okay, fine. What better way to start off an episode than to just immediately go to sleep? We have the chess piece, so we're going to the waterfall. And now we're going to progress in this amazing, epic storyline. Try and figure out what the hell is going on here. After having killed Owen's cousin, basically. Well, half-cousin. Well, how's that work if he's a bastard? Well, I don't know. Who cares? Let's move on. Let's go ahead and go inside. And here we are. We are inside of the waterfall cavern. Or I guess this is Cavel... whatever. I don't remember the name of the stuff that's underneath the castle. Cavel Run, that's right. You'll notice also that my inventory is a little bit more trimmed. I did some manscaping on my inventory, if you know what I mean. So yeah, we have less clutter, and we're looking pretty sharp. So we're cruising through. Am I going the right way? Before I hurry too much, I should probably... Oh yeah, this is it. Pretty sure. Let's go this way. And you might hear road noise in the background. It is absolutely just piss and rain right now, so nothing I can do about it. Blame God. Blame yourselves or God. It's Indiana Jones across here. And continue onward towards adventure. I think that's the room there. Good. Alright. There we are. This is it. Crack it open. And is it this key? Yeah, the cellar key. Alright. I can already see a chest. Well, this is in no way ominous. Anything over here? Well, nope, that's not how you cast spells. Oh, I sold a bunch of stuff, and as you can see, we have a pretty penny saved up now, so... That is all 1 penny. It's amazing how much copper is worth here in Krondor, or Midkemia. Scent of Serig, please. Oh, that's a Mortel box. Wonderful. This engulfing thing is strange indeed. The greater it grows, the less you see. Oh wait, yeah, we got the clue to this already. We already know what the answer is. But I'm gonna try to still spell dirty words if I can. It's actually a lot of letters. Titty. Okay. I'm an idiot. Let's just solve this. Pat, I'd like to solve the puzzle. Whoops. Yeah. Dark house. He came in riding a dark horse. I don't know. That was kind of an unusual word to come up with there. The chest thumped. Satisfied the magical locks had released. Uh-oh. Spiders scurried out of the open chest. Careful to avoid the miniature albino menaces. Okay. James snatched a fresh-looking scroll out of the box and unrolled it on the floor. As his dark eyes darted across the page, his lips moved in an incantation of places, names, figures, and dates. Ah, so somebody mentioned that they miss my Jimmy voice, and I think I'm going to revert to it. North Warden. James whispered. The attack will come at North Warden very soon, but this is all wrong. What is it? Gorath asked, also bending to see the page. To these figures, if Delicon takes a force this small to North Warden, he has no hope of taking the castle. far too few soldiers. Baron Gabbett will maul him unless Delicon can bring something serious to bear. Maybe he'll bring a serious bear. What could the Mordhell have? Maybe the Nighthawks have infiltrated the castle, Owen said. Why else would they be so helpful to the Mordhell unless their own necks were on the line too? Very, very good point, young master. Paling. James suddenly snatched an inkhorn from his pack and began to scribble an addendum to the Nighthawk note. You guys suck. Don't do this. It is very important that this... it is very important that this note reach Arutha. Although you were not told this, he has stationed an army outside of the Dimwood to await my word about the attack, James said, finishing his note. Fixing his gaze on Gorath, he handed it firmly over. I want you to make sure that it gets there. I'm going to have to trust you. Owen gaped. But what about... I've got to go to North Warden. If there are Nighthawks in Baron Gabbett's castle, we stand a good chance of losing it in an attack. I have to ensure that doesn't happen. It's ridiculous. Remember, Arutha is outside the Dimwood Forest near Sethanen. Why would you give him the note? Tell him there's a party at Mother's. What? Oh, wait, this is still... I forgot. There's no close quotes there. Remember, Arutha is outside the Dimwood Forest near Sethanen. When you give him the note, tell him there's a party at Mother's. What? What sputtered? There's a party at your mom's place, Owen. You're not invited. Just do it. I haven't got time to explain. It's a fucking code, you dummy. Good luck, the both of you. Jimmy, away! In a moment, the seigneur was gone, his shadows chasing after him down the long, dark tunnel. So I don't get to do too much of that voice anyways. If you hated it, you're in luck. Anyways, moving on. An hour later, Owen yawned expansively, his vision growing dim with each step taken further down the road. Next to him, Gorath trudged without complaint, his eyes fixed on the dusty cow track. Enough, Owen murmured. I'm tired of tracking cows. I think my legs are going to crumble. We can't reach Arutha tonight. Let's stop for a while. Quiet, Gorath snapped, seizing Owen by the arm. Beneath his hood, his feral eyes glowed like blood-tinged emeralds. It's not how you were supposed to cut emeralds, but anyways. Someone's near. Abruptly, patches of darkness detached themselves from the woods, ambled into the pale moonlight. It's moonlighting, actually. Huddled onto the roadbed. In the shadows, arrow points gleamed. Aligned in deadly sights, quivered. Doop 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 doop. Uh-oh. As much as I would enjoy delivering your carcass to Delicon, I will reserve the pleasure of your execution for him. Ah, this is Narab. This is the guy who was sending letters. And he's got one hell of an axe. Which one's Narab? The guy with the mask? Who is that masked man? Well, either way, these guys look like some tough hombres. Do not move, Gorath. You are completely surrounded. Oh, well, that's the end of the chapter. All right. Chapter 4. Marked for Death! The war drums had begun at dawn. Stalking quietly the corridors of the ancient forest, Narab carried a witch light to illumine his way. Come on, really? As he approached the doors to the great hall, two Mordhell guards, dressed in full battle regalia, stood away. They made no sound as he whisked past nor blinked at the sight of him. Greetings, Narab, a cold voice called from the throne. It has long been since I have seen your face in Sar-Sargoth. Have you grown bolder or more the fool? Narab knelt at the base of the throne and kissed Delicon's foot, and licked his toes. That is for you to decide. If my words are not to your liking, then my life is yours. It is already mine. Delicon's wolfish eyes blazed in the darkness. He's a bad man. Speak, he commanded. I have just returned from a journey into the kingdom. I bring a prize. I have no interest in valueless baubles. This is no bauble, Narab said, cutting off Delicon. And I cut off his bauble. Uh-oh. And I think you will find it is of great value. And would it have name, this thing? And would it have name, this thing? Come on, man. Yes, my lord. Its name is Gorath. Bum, bum, bum. Narab sneered pridefully as he awaited his leader's praise, awaited the words that would restore his place in mortal favor and rescind the order of death on his head. Perhaps he would even have a place among the new lords. Delicon lunged from his throne, his razor-edged gauntlet tilling a bloody seam across Narab's face as he lashed him backwards. "You've wrecked everything, you dog!" "You blew it!" "But I have brought back the enemy from the north, or of the Northlands," Narab sputtered, blood dripping from his torn lips. "With Gorath captive, we can proceed with our—" "You know nothing!" Narab retreated, suddenly aware that his efforts were wasted, that his oath of loyalty meant nothing to his hateful lord. Resolutely, he stifled a flash of pain as the Mortal leader thundered towards the doors. "And what of my life?" Narab whispered. Halting, Delicon turned and hissed, "It is forfeit!" Oh. Well, that could have gone better. Owen didn't want to be awake. Perhaps it was the drugs they had given him, or the endless walking that he'd done in the past month and a half. All he could think about was sleeping now. That restful non-existence that interrupted the beatings and the hauling and the exhaustion. He is basically a high school student. He just wanted to sleep, but that irritating jangle wouldn't let him. Where was it coming from? "Gorath?" Owen asked. "Are you there?" Suddenly the jangle rattled louder, this time accompanied by a loud creak and a flood of torchlight as bright as the sun. Out of that glowing corona lumbered the largest mortal he had yet seen. Whoa, look at this guy. "I see my assistants have been overzealous in their efforts to sedate you. It is proper to tremble when you are addressed by Delicon, leader of the unified tribes of the Northlands. We found this among your things, kingdom dog. Tell me where you were going with it." "We weren't taking it anywhere." Very convincing. "We just picked up everything we could carry and ran. We needed gold." "A lie! The seal that the Nighthawks used for our messages was broken. The new writing at the bottom of the page confirms your guilt. What does Gabbett's folly mean? Who are Arthur and Jimmy the Hand?" I can figure that out pretty quickly. I'm sorry, that's pretty feeble. It's Arutha and James. Maybe he doesn't know either one of them, I guess. Delicon's an idiot. I really have no idea. Someone else must have beaten us to it and opened the scroll before we got there. We took what we found and left before we got nabbed. Do you want us to cut you in on the booty? Booty. "What I want is information. Your companion Gorath damns you as certainly as your lie does. Until he betrayed his own, he was second in power only to me. He shall die for his disloyalty. Since you choose to remain silent, I have your tongue. I'll have your tongue. I shall have your tongue. Contractions, whatever. Reading. Oh boy. I shall have your tongue and feed it to my rats. I keep pet rats? It's kinda interesting. Have back your message, spy. It will do you little good in your grave." Ah! Was he supposed to be laughing there? It just looked like he walked away going, "Ah! Ah!" I'm sorry, just the lack of the mouth movement. Ah! I'll get over it here in a second. I'll have a sip of my beverage. Okay. Delicon stalked away. I wouldn't really call that stalking away if his mouth is wide open and he's making strange noises. Anyways. Still rattled by his interrogation, Owen tried to collect his fuzz-coated thoughts. How about his fuzzy thoughts? Just a thought. Into a coherent whole. Thankfully, his wits had provided the lies as needed, but only narrowly had he avoided the impulse to tell everything he knew. It was almost as if he was being prodded, coerced, bewitched, bedazzled. Magic? Astonished he had been unaware of it at the time, the boy looked again at the bulky warrior who now stood whispering over Gorath's limp form. At first he believed Delicon was incanting a spell, when perhaps intended to coerce the truth from his victim. But after a few moments it became clear the warlord was conversing with his barely conscious friend. "No," Gorath croaked, shaking his head. "Plans unfulfilled," Delicon whispered finally. Abruptly he struck. What is going on here? Okay, I don't really understand what's happening. Oh, glove slap! It was too much to absorb. It wasn't really much of a slap. It was almost a tender caress, but whatever. Even if the events unfurling before him weren't openly damning, Owen had seen enough to keep him swimming in a sea of doubts, without a life preserver, without any sight of shore. All of his doubts, centering on the loyalty of his friend and traveling companion, worse still. He had to deliver the message to Prince Arutha outside the Dimwood, and he would need Gorath's help to do it. Desperately, he wished he had time to sort things out, but time was one commodity he didn't have. I think that sequence that I was a little bit unclear about was meant to cause us to doubt Gorath's, what would you say, his sincerity, his commitment to sparkle motion. Enjoy your deaths. I know I shall. Delicon's scratchy voice snatched Owen out of his thoughts, directed his attention to where the Mordell stood in the doorway, gesturing to someone in the dungeon corridor. From nowhere, a monolithic door swung into place, and once again the room was a land of shadows. Experimentally, Owen struck the bars of his cage, knowing full well the corroded structure was too solid to yield, but even as his fingertips came away from the metal, the bars began a keening vibration. Good vibrations! The iron harmonies evocative of distant temple bells. Someone was working magic. And it wasn't him. Bull? Owen wasted no time. Later he could debate this to his heart's content about who it was that had set them free and what their reasons for doing so might be. This is pretty fishy, honestly. But at the moment he had no thought in him but finding a means to get them out of the darkened cell alive. Hurrying to Gorath, he freed him of his iron manacles and allowed the Mordell to lean against his shoulder as they limped together towards the heavy dungeon door. Again, tugging at the handle, they found that the lock was undone. Another gift from their unknown benefactor. I think I'm on to what's happening here, but I think I understand what... Well, never mind. What about the guard, Owen whispered, allowing Gorath to stand once more on his own. Gorath lifted his head and spoke, his speech still slurred from the drugs that had been administered to them. Keep moving, he said, waving a hand at the door. No one is there. How do you know? Pushing out the door, they found themselves confronting a wide hallway with passages leading in 3 other directions. Okay, so I just read that quickly. It said, escape from the Northlands. I will try to do so. And we're in a room with a dude who is passed out. And we have no money. We have nothing, probably. Yeah, we've got a lit torch, somehow. You can have that, and you can have that. Spoiled rations, not interested. There we go. No. Okay, fine. Never mind then. So there's a chest there. There's another chest there. And who's this? Another dead dude? Okay. Well, you can have that, I guess. Gorath isn't really much of a lockpick. But Owen's even worse. Guess I'll give these to Gorath. You... Oh, can you wield this? Yeah, I didn't think so. We'll keep it along just in case, I guess. We've got 2 chests, though, so let's open those up. But I'm going to Scent of Serig myself. Put some on my wrists. There we go. Oh! Well, this is all of our shit. There you go, Sonny. And did you have... This is all your stuff. Okay. I might just throw that back in. Because I feel like I don't want to be lugging all that shit around. This note... Is this the note... Let's read it now. We'll hold on to that. I don't know if we really need it, but... Take those. Good grief. We have a lot of stuff. I don't know if we need this. This allows us access to Romney, but... Now, this is the abbot's journal, right? Criminy. Oh, you pansy. Alright, let's get some food then. Maybe the other chest has his stuff. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Have that. You can have that. Cool. I don't think we're gonna need that, but let's take it. Probably don't need the normal quarrels anymore. Guess what? More inventory management, folks. It's everybody's favorite. Do we have the spyglass still? It's too bad. I don't think we do. So I think I gave that to Jimmy. Alright. Throw that back in there. Cool. We have all of our equipment. How convenient. Flame on. Okay, well, we're a little bit banged up. Don't know why I felt compelled to do that, but there you go. Okay, so we're in a room. Looks like with a single, 2 doorways out. 3 doorways out. Oh yeah, it said that in the flavor text. You know what, let's actually quickly save the game. Well, numlock does not work. 401. There we go. Alright. Oh boy. I suppose we could try picking it, but that doesn't seem too promising. Let's actually see what the other doors have in store. Okay, well this one's just open, which makes me a little bit suspicious. Alright. Look both ways. And there's a pit. Do we have a rope? I thought we picked one up. Yeah. Did I get all the stuff off of those bodies? I'm gonna run back really quickly and check. Or out of the chests, I mean. I know I intentionally left those quarrels there, but sorry, folks. Yeah, that's right. I didn't get everything. Some more delicious juice. Okay. It's kind of weird that they have those 2 bodies and then the 2 chests. It's almost like the designers were like, let's make it so that they can only... Uh-oh. Yeah, so we're not going this way. It's like they thought, well, let's just make them have to start from scratch inventory-wise. But then they were like, no, let's not, actually. Let's make it a little bit easier for them. So there's a pit here. Which went nowhere. Well, that was fun. Okay, so this is a dead end. Alright, we have to open those doors. It's a shame because I would hate to have lost all 7,000 of my gold, although I'm guessing that's probably what happened. Oh well. So apparently I also can't count either. There's 4 doors in here. Let's try this one. This is, well, let's try picking it. Alright. Take it. There's something there. The witch hag. Okay. Isn't that kind of redundant? A witch hag? I mean, not all hags are witches, but all witches are hags, right? Well, wait, no, that's not true either. I know that there are witches watching out there, and I apologize profusely for my severe mischaracterization of your general appearance and hagginess. Anywho. That looks like another dead-end pit. I think that the intention here is to make us waste our rope. Although we have quite a bit of rope, so... enough to hang ourselves by. I'm gonna save the game, because I have never encountered a witch hag. But I'm getting the feeling we will have to. It had worked! Killer. Yes. She's one frigid hag. And she's dead. Alright. Took care of that. That's handy to have. That is excellent to find that. Give. No. I hate how it does that. I don't really know what's going on with that. See? It did. No. I'm all gonna laugh at you. Don't do that. I suppose it... Ooh. A goblin? We're all running into all kinds of weird shit. And again, I save, scum. Die, you moron. Good job. Did he just, like... almost looked like he, sprayed us with pepper spray or something. Drat. Try it. Nice. Good job, buddy. Yeah, it does look like he's, like, spraying us down. Not very nice. Oh, you know what? I think Owen is poisoned. He is poisoned because he's losing health every turn. That sucks. I don't know if I can fix that. Yeah, there's the poison message. Is this no, this is the fart juice that we found. Yeah, that's not it. No. Nope. That's just... Oh, wait, is this it? Yes. Thank God. Okay. Let's start munching on this. Cool.